Good Friday is a story of imperfections of Jesus. My dear friends, they say no man is perfect. All are bundle of imperfection and mistakes. Indeed true. Logically, if all men are not perfect, Jesus was truly a man. If he was man, then he too was imperfect, with bundle of mistakes and imperfections. Strange, but it's true. Today is Good Friday, and it's a testimony of the imperfections of Jesus. His betrayal, loneliness in the Garden of Olives when the disciples preferred to sleep, his passion, and finally his death is a true testimony of his imperfections. On this day, we are reminded of what we have heard from our childhood, the mistakes the Jews committed in rejecting Jesus. We have heard how his own disciples betrayed him, even to the point of selling him for 30 pieces of silver. We have felt angry with a crowd who shouted, "Crucify him! Crucify him!" But we have never heard what mistakes Jesus committed. What was his imperfection which led him to this pitiful and shameful death, wherein someone had to lend a tomb even to bury the body of the owner of the entire world. Jesus truly paid for all his mistakes. The biggest and the gravest mistake was that he loved beyond measure, the one who did not even deserve to be hated. He loved you and me. He trusted all beyond measure. He was cheated to the extent that he was dragged like a sheep to a slaughterhouse. His imperfection was, he, although being God, stooped so low that he became one like us, except in sin. And we took him for granted and killed him, the very author of life. Truly, all was his mistake to trust the murderer, the thief, the betrayer, the liar, the accuser, the torturer, the power-hungry, the jealous creature like you and me. I always had a question to Jesus, and today, especially on Good Friday, out of shame, I once again ask him, why did you not flee when you had the threat to your life? Why did you give yourself into the hands of a murderer and bloodthirsty butcher like me? And he seems to reply, just because I loved. I loved so much that I gave all that was wanted and asked for. Jesus continues, you see, you are the only one I had, and I loved you so much and provided everything to you for 3 years. And after 3 years of love, you say, I don't want you. You shout, take him away and crucify him, kill him. I was dead, not on the cross, but at your desire to see me dead and gone away from your sight. The very moment you rejected me, I was dead, says Jesus. Jesus says, I loved you. I loved you so much, I thought it's better I give you all you desire, even to the extent of my own life. My dear friends, love was the imperfection of Jesus to an extent He blindly gave himself to be slaughtered. Imagine our hard-heartedness. Even when I see the provider of all I need suffers, I remain silent and laugh at his path. He could have escaped from all this, but he allowed himself to be tortured for his mistake of loving beyond measure. At the cross, when the pain was agonizing, he might have thought, "Let me come down." Even there, I waited for a magic to happen. On the background of all these betrayals, Jesus says, "Father, forgive them. They know not what they do." That was the height of his imperfection. That he loved even when he was tortured and tormented and nailed to the cross. Dear friends, Jesus asks you and me a question today. Are you happy? Or do you want me to do anything more to prove my love for you? I feel sorry today that I am cheated in my love, and he calls the only person whom he trusts. Looking up, he surrenders his spirit. "Father, into your hands I commend my spirit." Dear friends, Jesus was cheated in love, but his love was true. We shouted with the crowd, but his love was true. We laughed at and neglected him, but his love was true. He was cheated, but his love was true. May Christ, who was so faithful in his love towards us, teach us the value of being faithful in our relationships towards God, towards our neighbor, and towards our own self. I am Father Joseph Castelino, and I wish you a prayerful moment with Christ in his suffering and passion, that we may realize this true love of Christ and may come alive with him in his resurrection.